All right, well, instead of sports, maybe you're into watching shows like Grosse Pointe Garden Society. I'm so into it.
So am I, girl.
It's so good, isn't it?
So good. I am so into it.
Yeah, a new episode aired last night right here on NBC, and I chatted with my TV team on Facebook while the drama unfolded. And shout out to everyone. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We stayed till the last second of the show.
Yep.
Talking about everything and beyond, to be honest. But let's take a look at a clip from last night's episode.
You only hurt the ones you love.
Ooh.
Yes. Remember, we're not going to give it all away, but another
Spoilers.
fan of Grosse Pointe Garden Society is Local 4's own Karen Drew, and she joins us now. Hey, Karen.
Hey.
I love this show.
It's fun, right?
I really like it
I
a
like
lot.
the combination because it's local. So I love looking for the things like in that episode they had the Tigers jersey and they referenced Grosse Pointe, obviously. And
They mentioned the lodge on one episode.
Yeah.
I was like, they got
so
it.
I like that. I like the
Here's
local
what caught
connections.
me last night. So, Doug's mom. Let's not even get started.
Don't even.
But did you hear her say, I was the premier girl at WBIV? And I thought she said WDIV. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
All the ladies
I
were
was
like, no.
dying. Hank and I were like, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
it was
But
so
they do
good.
those little local connections.
That was
I don't
really
like
good.
that mom. That mom is,
I don't
think
like her either.
There's some, I think there's a connection. Have you guys, do you have a theory yet or no?
I don't, but you're the investigative journalist,
yes.
and also you have your own viewing party, so
Yes.
tell everyone about Crime and Chatter.
Yes, Crime and Chatter. So Hank and I, we watch this show every single week. We get early episodes, which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
And we kind of dissect it, and we talk about it through the investigative lens. And then, of course, you know, Hank cracks me up, you know, so we do a little bit of humor, obviously, as well. But we always are looking for the clues. So there's
what's
a couple.
your theory?
Well, there's a couple things. Obviously, they make it very obvious that the realtor could be dead, you know,
Correct.
in the whole beginning. But they did drop a clue where they said, if you remember, they're driving the victim's car. Remember?
Right.
And so, and they did mention the realtor had a black Cadillac, and that was a black Cadillac.
That's the realtor that the woman, he was cheating with all the wives in the
Yes, and he was
neighborhood.
giving bracelets to everybody.
Yeah.
So there's a
He was
chance
a
it could be the
scumbag.
realtor, but
Okay.
I feel like it's too obvious that it's the realtor.
I
So
think
it
so
could be
too.
somebody with a black Cadillac. I really have questions that it could be Doug. Doug is the husband of Alice, and the reason why, there's a shot in the very first episode of this shoe. And then later on, he's tying his shoe, and I believe it's the same shoe.
I was worried that was like a red herring, though, because is that
could be.
too obvious?
I don't know.
Because
Nobody
it's
else
such
knows.
it's such a strong shoe. Like it's a green shoe.
Yeah. And then I did notice, if you in the opening shot when they cover the bodies in the ground and there's blood, but it's in the center. It's not like the person was shot in the head. But remember, they used garden tools because the police officer took those garden tools and hid them.
Lord have mercy.
I
This
just
is
can't
why
get enough
you
of
need an
this.
investigative journalist to break it down.
Seriously.
So let me ask this to both of you guys. What has surprised you most about the show?
I just like it just because I really like, we don't have a local show like this.
That's true.
Like, so I guess that's what got me vested. Because I'm like, okay, Grosse Pointe. And I like how the creator of the show reached out to Hank and I. He's from Grosse Pointe. He used to live in Birmingham. He says he puts in all these local things. And he's been emailing us because he watches Crime and Chatter. And so do the actors.
Nice.
Our episodes that we put on Local 4 Plus. So I kind of like that whole local connection. Throw in a murder, you know me.
You're
always
famous.
sure.
You're famous.
Well, I don't know about that, but if they do need to write me on, I can do it.
Yeah, no, you'd be awesome. I love the ways they do the past and the present and the future. Even though I get lost sometimes, but I love the creative ways that they throw that in there. I think it's so fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
and it's going to be
great.
moving from Sunday to Friday nights.
That's right.
Which is really kind of cool, honestly, for my viewing. You know, just because on Friday night is when there's like Dateline and there's like all those murder mysteries.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. We'll remind everyone how they can watch Crime and Chatter.
It's pretty easy. We have it streaming on Local 4 Plus, so you can just go hit up Local 4 Plus. Every week we do a new episode after that airs, and if you've missed it, you can watch all the past ones. And they're not long. Like, we don't watch, you know, it's a 44-minute, you know, clip per se, but we bring it down to like anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. So you kind of see the highlights.
Very digestible.
Yes, you get to see the little tidbits.
Very
To
digestible.
see Hank and I argue.
You two are so fun together. It's
Sometimes
really
he
great.
gets on my nerves.
Listen, that's the fun.
We're like brother sister.
That's
right?
the
It's
fun.
great.
That's the
It's
fun. Well, even if you haven't seen the show yet, you can still become a fan. Grosse Pointe Garden Society, as Karen mentioned, is moving to a new date and time, so you'll be able to catch all of the action Friday nights at 8 o'clock. The programming starts this Friday, April 4th. So as all my TV team was saying last night, okay, wait, so are we going to watch Friday? Yes, we're watching Friday at 8 p.m. I think it's the perfect time, actually.
I like that time.
I like it, too.
Yeah. It's kind of a,
Yeah, you can watch the show and still be out and about in the city, because it is spring, so I like to be outside. I want to be outside.
And get home early.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So we also have something else exciting on tap tomorrow on Live in the D. We're chatting with some of the stars of Grosse Pointe Garden Society. So don't miss my conversation with Melissa Fumero, who plays Birdie, and Aja Naomi King, who plays the role of Catherine. That's tomorrow when you join us for Live in the D at 11 a.m. Lauren, I love that you're into this show as well.
Oh, I can't stop. And my husband, too.
love it.
We are in it together. I love it. I just love all the characters. I love that it's in Grosse. I love everything about it.
I do too. I really do. I love the murder mystery. And so in the beginning, I thought it was moving too fast, and now I feel like it's got the perfect pace.
Yeah. They've really set it up nicely.
They have.
Well, and for those of us, I mean, sometimes I'll fast forward and rewind and be like, wait, past 6 months ago, present day, what am I doing? What's happening? So I need it to slow down.
Yeah.